Welcome. This week is all about understanding. And so we'll be on our mat, and feel free, if necessary, find something to comfortably pad the knees as we'll be in a tabletop position. Be that a folded blanket or a small cushion. We want you absolutely to be as comfortable as possible in your body. All right, let's turn into a tabletop position. And once in tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Just allow the fingertips to spread wide and turn the folds of the elbows forward. Now, neutraling out the pelvis, that means pubis bone and hip bones run parallel with the floor. Basically, your belly's not dropped out towards the mat. Close your eyes, and I just want you to take a few breaths here, really centering yourself on the mat and just noticing your body wherever it is without judgment. On the inhalation, just let the belly relax out completely. And then exhale, feel the belly gather itself back up as you exhale. And then again, inhale. And exhale. Now inhale, let the belly hang out and let your back kind of arch itself as you really completely relax the abdomen. Let go of all tension. Let go all the way into the pelvic floor, the bathroom muscles. And then exhale, strengthen those bathroom muscles, contract the belly, and draw the spine back into neutral. Let's try that 2 more times. Inhale. Feel free, keep the eyes closed. One more time. And exhale. Nice. Now in that nice neutral position. Great. We're going to work a little bit with the thoracic region and the upper back, which is kind of like rib cage area. And on the exhalation, pressing through your arms, round out your upper back. Really press, 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 press. And then inhale right back into tabletop. Great. Exhale. Feel the belly ignite. Press into all 10 fingers. And then inhale. Full breath. Inhale. Notice where you're restricted, and then draw attention to those areas as you try to create space. So don't just focus on where you're feeling tight or you're feeling stiff. Try to focus on the space you're starting to make. One more time. Exhale. And inhale. Great job. Take the knees wide and sit back towards your heels. Even if you're unable to fully sit, you can always stick a cushion between the hips and the heels. Walk your hands more forward and drape your body towards the floor. Let's take several deep breaths, trying to relax as much as possible. Inhale, exhale, come up to a rounded out back and re-lengthen the spine. If you're noticing you're having wrist troubles, feel free to roll up the mat, and you can simply place your hands onto that rolled mat. And as we start to create a little bit more length and work through the forearms and wrists a little bit more, that should alleviate itself over time. All right, nice neutral pelvis, rib cage is lifted. Extend, now work in a mirror image. Extend your left foot back, toes rolled under, hip is square, and just press through the heel as you press through the arms and lengthen through the calf. Really try to feel for some healthy space here. A lot of our back pain can be linked to tight calf muscles, especially since most of our shoes have a little bit of a lift in them. And so just starting to create an understanding as to why things happen in the body, and then drawing gratitude and appreciation for this body. Slowly bring the leg in. Exhale, right leg back, roll the toes under, square the hip, press through the arms, broad back. Keep breathing. You'll notice your body temperature rise. It's because you're using your body. To have understanding is to have some sort of an experience, and that's really what asana or yoga practice is all about. Having an experience. And then bringing yourself back to center. Great job. All right, now when you're ready, tuck your left arm behind the spine, sink into your right shoulder, kind of sloppy, keep the elbow long. And on your inhalation, press through the right arm and open your chest as much as you can. Imagine inner shoulder to inner shoulder, really trying to open. Let's hold 3, 2, 1, slowly release. Spread the fingertips, tuck the right arm, sink down, inhale, and press open. Breathe here, really roll the top shoulder open. And then exhale, lower down slow. Extend back through the left foot. Inhale, open your right arm like our airplane wing, and as you exhale, thread your needle coming down onto the side of the head and shoulder. Now, if the head and shoulder don't meet the floor, that's where a great little couch cushion or couch pillow or blanket would work. Square the left hip to the floor. Use your base arm now and press yourself open like you're trying to land to the floor, and at the same time, the hip is going to stay squared down. You're going to really meet that tension head on. So this is where you're going to breathe. Inhale through the nose, and exhale through the nose. Wherever my body is today, that is enough. And I'm going to work to stay present in that space. Now lean into the base hand, unwind your wing all the way back out, and then lower the palm down, bring the back leg in, nice job. Inhale here, exhale, try to stretch through the upper back again. And then inhale, back into table, slide your right leg back, open your left airplane wing. Here we go, thread the needle, bending the base elbow, square the hip down, and press through the extended heel. Inhale, press yourself open. Breathe. Next inhale, open the airplane wing. Exhale, lower the arm down. Nice job. Take your knees wide. Again, feel free to throw that cushion above the heels. Slowly sit back, keeping some tone to the tummy. Extend your arms, rest your forehead towards the floor. Focus on breathing deeply in towards your tailbone. Expand your sit bones. And then exhale, let your body drape to the floor. We'll take a few breaths here. Slowly come up through a rounding spine and gently work your way into a seated position. Nice job. If you're wearing glasses like I am, simply take off the glasses, and we're just going to stay seated for a few rounds of breath. But first I want you to rub the hands together. Rub, 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 rub until there's a lot of heat. And then take your hands and cup your hands over your eyes, closing the eyes. Relax the shoulders. And today, just try not to work so hard to force things. Allow things to be as they are, and just experience them fully and completely. Now take your thumbs and interlace the rest of your fingers and just press at the inside edges of your eyebrows, and maybe just draw small circles or just create a little bit of a rubbing sensation. And then slowly bring the hands to the heart center. breathe. The best way to move forward in life is to experience it. And that means moving through the great experiences, the successes, and also the ones that maybe create discomfort or challenge us. Sometimes those are the great lessons and become the great successes. On your next inhalation, reach the arms up overhead, breathe in. Exhale all that you need into your heart center, breathe out. 2 more times, inhale. Exhale. Last time. And exhale. From my heart to yours, namaste.